In our last Alliance X Empire video, Nexon flew us out to San Francisco to preview this mobile game ahead of its North American release. We didn't cover as much as we would have liked and thus wanted to do a follow-up video, showing what gameplay is like later in the game. Click the link below if you'd like to download it and play along with me as I continue to play in my free time. Whatever that is. Do note that this will be our final video on Alliance X Empire, and these are my closing thoughts on the game. Since this was my final video on the game, I wanted to delve deeper, much deeper, but I also wanted to play something more fitting to my style. So this time, I went mage. I felt akin to this tiny character and was sure with its high damage output, albeit weak defense, but party boost, that I'd get along great with this class. Boy, was I wrong. Life hurt? A lot. PvP hurt? A lot. I'm pretty sure at one point in time I was rocking back and forth holding my phone screen, "Why?" over and over again as I got my ass handed to me over and over in the open world. So I tied my hachimaki on and rolled up my sleeves and vowed to figure out how to do this. No help, no money, just me and my supreme skills that existed somewhere deep within me. Like, really, really deep. I began the grind.
Axe on that, axe off that.
I hit a few walls in my travels through Alliance X Empire, like I lacked the sufficient attack or defense stats to continue on with the main story. So I had to find new ways of getting myself there besides simply plucking along through the story. So one of the first things I did was slap on the Hero's Blessing scroll, a scroll that increases your XP by 50% for daily and repeatable quests while increasing your gold from those same quests by 50% as well. And let me tell you, gold is important the more you go along. I then also saved up for a costume, something that gives you a stat increase and can be developed. To do this, I first needed to figure out how to get diamonds. Lots and lots of diamonds. I did this by doing the daily rewards and events, like for example when the Diamond Week event was going on after the Wings update was released. I would recommend completing events as quickly as possible, otherwise they'll end before you benefit from them. Just by signing in, I was rolling in more diamonds than Marilyn Monroe. I also tackled the game itself and was able to get diamonds simply by playing. Then, nextly, I had to figure out how to get wings. Oh geez. After making it to the Slag region, which is the 5th region out of the 8 currently available, I was able to participate in the AxE's latest update and complete the quest Ready for Takeoff to actually obtain wings that boost your defense and attack. Once you max them out, you get a unique passive skill, which is something I'm working towards. You can also work on getting other types of wings by crafting. Look at me, I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, they're beautiful!
I also began grinding the Eternal Sanctum, which is a tower you must battle through to obtain different materials, diamonds, and gold. And I found I needed gold desperately as I enhanced my gear. Instead of rolling in money, I went from insanely rich to instantly poor within seconds of enhancing. Upgrading gear is a must. Once you max out leveling a piece of gear, you can combine it with another max level piece of gear of the same quality and upgrade it to the next tier. Or you can use upgrade stones, which are farmed through daily dungeons and achievements. I was able to make myself some unique and mythic gear, which not only gives you stat boosts, but also more spirit stone slots. Gear goes from normal, fine, rare, to unique, and finally mythic. To gain material to enhance with, you'll also need to grind the heck out of this game. I find that doing the main quest, sub-quest, and daily were extremely beneficial. Without tackling these every day, I found I kept getting behind the main story requirements. It was a battle. The subquests are also repeatable for a number of times and are super useful for gold and XP. Farming world bosses more than once a day in lower levels was useful as well. I was able to kill them myself and still reap the rewards of XP and items. As for other materials I needed, daily dungeons were a must to get upgrade stones, something that I would need dearly when upgrading my gear from tier to tier. The invasions were invaluable with their runes that they provided for me. The runes provided me with more options for increasing things like my crit strike or my defense. I was able to give myself a much more custom build with this. You can also upgrade the runes much like you do everything else in this game, which was very useful if you know what you're doing. I did not. I lost a lot of time foolishly dumping into the wrong things, and I still might be, but I'm getting there, slowly, but surely. I had to go back through my skills, assess what I spent my points on, and adjust my passive skills as well to better fit my needs. I also worked on PvP and daily achievements to get myself a better title. Speaking of which, titles, interestingly enough, give you beneficial stats as well. And as you go through daily achievements, you'll increase your reputation, which also increases your attack, defense, and HP. Just a helpful hint. If you have trouble remembering all this, just do what I do and go to the daily guide provided to you on the left side of the screen. It helped direct me to activities I should be doing, as opposed to running around like a chicken with its head cut off, which was me throughout the entire game. All in all, between seeing patients at work, I took my full 30-minute lunch breaks doing this until my next day off, where I tackled this process for hours at a time. Much to STIX's frustration, of course. Overall, I spent roughly 12 hours or more in this game trying to better myself with no help. I love a challenge. I also love the fact that autoplay isn't available in the PvP settings or even in raids, thus leaving you to prove yourself in battle. So after all this time, I thought it was time to dive into PvP again, where you're paired with people of relatively the same rank as you, and this was the result.
Oh no, I messed up. Oh no, I messed up. Oh no, I messed up. Oh no, I messed up.
Eventually.
I returned to the forest.
Okay, so maybe I still have a bit of work to do, but I accepted this challenge with a pure heart, and that's what counts, right? It's the climb, the fight, that whole inspirational poster on the walls at work to keep you going and trying harder. Yeah, and I will get there, eventually. Because I'm definitely not going to stop playing despite the setbacks I've encountered, because I love having something readily available in my pocket to play no matter where I am. So is this game worth playing? To me, it is. It's a beautiful game where it's more than just autoplay game. It drops you in an immersive world of story and fights of quality with a lot of different options. They will also be coming out with a new update soon that raises the max level to 100 and will introduce pets. I love pets. And a new region and guild wars. This game is slightly addicting to me, to say the least. I look forward to seeing what new things they bring out next. So if you walk past a girl with her phone in her face with the final countdown music being hummed, that's me. And I'd appreciate your advice and your tips for the game as you play as well. This is Mrs. STIX logging off for now. Bye!
Final countdown.
Do 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 do.